Thank you so much for joining me here at the live desk. I am Janae Hancock. We are following several top stories inside of the KCTV5 newsroom on this Friday. It is December 22nd, right before we enter the holiday weekend. But I do want to start off with some breaking news. You just saw that video here on your screen, and you may have seen it if you have the KCTV5 News app. We did send out a notification earlier this morning, and we do have a reporter on the way to the scene right now. But I do want to let you know firsthand that northbound I-435 is back open after the Missouri State Highway Patrol reported that one person died in a car crash early this morning. A car was struck by another vehicle in a hit and run near I-435 and Missouri 45 Highway in Parkville. The Platte County Sheriff's Office, they're telling us that the second car initially stopped but then drove off. Now the woman, a 56-year-old resident of KCK whose car was struck, then left her car to call family when she was hit by another car. The crashes took place 15 minutes apart. Again, this is a story that is developing. It's a developing story, but we are continuing to work for more updates, more information, and our reporter Ryan Hennessy, KCTV5's Ryan Hennessy, he is hoping to speak to authorities later on today. So we hope to have more information for you all during our evening newscast, but starting at noon in just about 2 hours. So be sure to tune in to that. And also, just what is the procedure? What are you supposed to do if you are involved in a car crash or a hit and run? We are definitely going to make sure to provide you all that information on what you can do or what you can provide your family and loved ones if they are involved in a certain situation or a similar situation. But again, you can head to our website, KCTV5.com, for the latest on that developing story. And like I mentioned, Ryan Hennessy is on his way to the scene right now. So be sure to tune in to our nooncast in just a bit. I do want to shift gears. We are focusing on holiday travel. As you know, today is Friday, and it is the Friday right before Christmas. So with that being said, I do want to take a live look from Los Angeles. You can see that now here on your screen. The TSA line is really starting to clear out at several different airports across the country right now. But if you were planning to fly out today, we haven't caught many delays out of KCI this morning. That is the good news that we can tell you. I did see one going to Denver. That flight was delayed. But as of right now, you can see all of these flights here are on time. So it looks like that Denver flight was able to get out today. But I did see this New York flight. You can see that here on your screen. Delta heading out at around 1:37 p.m. today. That flight is currently delayed. So if you know anyone that's supposed to be hopping on that flight today, be sure to let them know to check their flight status, or anyone else in the coming days or today before they head to the airport. You definitely want to make sure your flight is on time and not canceled or delayed. That was a huge headache last year. As we know, a lot of people had a nightmare before Christmas with a lot of travel confusion, losing bags and flights being delayed and canceled and not knowing where to turn, as many people were hoping to spend the holidays with their families. Now, if you plan on hitting the roads, AAA says that the best time to make your way to your destination is actually going to be Saturday, tomorrow, before 10 a.m. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day will be fine if you plan to hit the roads then. And then next Tuesday to the new year, you definitely want to make sure you leave before noon. But this is some video that we have coming out of KCI. So we will continue to have more updates regarding delays and cancellations out of that airport, as this is the first Christmas for KCI since it reopened with this new terminal. So be sure to keep it tuned in here with KCTV5 for that as well. I do want to bring you all an update on a story we brought you yesterday. If you take a look at this video, you may have seen it all over social media or here if you were tuning in with KCTV5, but this devastating grain elevator fire leaves behind a trail of smoke that officials say will linger for days. And this happened in Lathrop yesterday, and neighbors say it turned night into day. Now, OSHA says its investigation could take half of a year. But again, just take a look at this video. It's just a devastating fire. And I know that some homes were actually shook because of this fire. So this is a story that we will continue to follow going into the weekend and, of course, going into the holiday week next week as well. I want to take a look at another story regarding the holidays. Today, hundreds of meals and gifts will be made for homeless adults. It's because of Shelter KC is holding its Christmas in the Crossroads event. Hundreds of volunteers, including lawmakers, will gather at 10 a.m. this morning. So it's already underway at the Truman. Lunch starts at around 11, so here in a bit, and the event is set to end at around 3 p.m. today. Now, before I let you all go, when you open up your Christmas presents Christmas morning, be sure to tune in to KCTV5 to watch the Chiefs game with us. Kansas City kicks off against the Raiders at noon, and there's a lot on the line with this one. So with that being said, I do want to turn things over to KCTV5's Marlia Campbell with more.
Well, what better way to celebrate the holiday than with their 8th straight AFC West championship? The Chiefs hoping to give Kansas City the gift of a division title with a Christmas Day win over the Raiders.
Obviously, a little disappointed that I don't get to do the Christmas morning when Santa comes with the kids, but I get that whole afternoon and evening, and so to be able to play on Christmas Day right after everybody wakes up, they get their gifts. They're going to turn the TV on. They're going to see the Chiefs playing. It's going to be it's extremely exciting and a great opportunity.
It's a lot of love. The spirits are high. Santa Claus is coming in the chimney. You know, it's a lot going on. My kid called me yesterday and was asking, should we make cookies for Santa Claus? And I was like, Santa Claus might be on a diet by the time you make it here, so I don't know. But so now I got to go pick up cookies after this.
Mahomes already gifted his offensive.
Alrighty, so there's a lot to look forward to this weekend and a lot of different events that may be happening in your area. So you can always head to our website, KCTV5.com, to see what you can check out if you're looking for some plans for some family members that may be coming into town or something for your kids to do to really get into the holiday spirit. Really fast, I do want to turn back to the KCI website to take a look at flight statuses so far this morning. Again, we are only seeing one delay as of right now, 10:45 on this Friday morning. We did see a few earlier, but it looks like those flights were able to get out. But that Delta flight heading to New York is the only flight delay that we are seeing. So some good news as we head into the holiday weekend. Again, be sure to tune in to the new newscast coming up here in a bit.